Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A second-time Pro Bowler here. This is the Chargers' Melvin Gordon. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 3rd down gain of 10 to pick up the 1st.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. The AFC with a football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Stepping, Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Tariq Cohen of the Bears back deep for the NFC. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the NFC will take over deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it, he's going to catch it, When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those guys do their thing, but there are plenty of other guys out there, too. If Zeke comes along, you've got to take him. Melvin Gordon, if they both come to camp, we'll see how that works out. How about Todd Gurley and his health? Because he touched.
He's got a man complete. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for the touchdown. Julio Jones taking it in, and the NFC adds on to their lead. Wouldn't be the Pro Bowl without the QBs taking some shots, and that shot paid off.
He understood, I don't know if it's instinctively or if he did his homework, that you do take your shots, as you said, in this game because the payoff is terrific. We will remember how many touchdown passes you threw. I don't think we ever recall how many interceptions you throw in a game like this.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. Well, we can continue to talk Pro Bowl as we go along, but let's talk a little Super Bowl. Super Bowl 53, 1 week from today over in Atlanta. Oh, the NFC pressure a little too much as they get home for the sack. That sack by Khalil Mack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes, and able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Keenan Allen there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they... Oh, this is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a line football. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Spins by. And some strong running. And he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you get
and a big loss here as he's taken down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Breeze. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed.
That's caught inside the 20. So we've reached halftime of the 2019. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Rosas now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense for the AFC set to go now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to...
And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 75 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Well, we saw that tandem hook up quite a few times during the regular season, didn't we?
We certainly did.
And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, look at that. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. Now a play fake. Breeze. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at a top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, in Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against this secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety. Good luck trying to get open against those four. What a matchup that would have been. But it was a terrific night for those gentlemen. Congratulations. And, of course, Ed Reed's bust will go down in history because they got the hair exactly right, and Ed had a ball up there in his Hall of Fame speech.
And remember, next year they're going to celebrate the centennial year of the NFL with a special class of 20, so get ready for those speeches.
I wonder if they'll do it like Johnny Robinson this year, who actually submitted a video instead of going up to the podium, and his speech was about 5 minutes long, which is probably about the right length.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. Now Breeze. Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Michael Thomas, 27 yards. And the NFC able to widen their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that pushes the lead up to 11. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off by an NFC touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Charles, this the 2019 Pro Bowl. The AFC's won both games that have been played here in Orlando since they moved it here. Both have been competitive, 20-13 2 seasons ago, and then last year in 2018 it was 24-23 the final.
Yeah, and 2 years ago, Travis Kelce, Lorenzo Alexander were the game MVPs, offense and defense respectively. And then last year, Delaney Walker of the Titans, their tight end, he won it on offense, and Von Miller of the Broncos won it on defense.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Looking for Kelce there, but it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. On 2nd and 10. Breeze under a heavy rush, and down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And Jones has it over the middle. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the NFC adds on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Breeze will bring his guys to the line to go for 2. They'll try and run him with Gurley. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Mahomes now on first down. And he finds his Chiefs teammate, Travis Kelce. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. It's the AFC with the football and the lead as we begin quarter number 4. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. They tried to throw on second down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelce. The 20, 10, touchdown. Travis Kelce, 66 yards. And the AFC able to get a bit closer. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
And it is gobbled up by the NFC. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. And now it's second down. Throwing now is Breeze. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Derwin James, the all-pro safety, is a rookie there to knock it away. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal. And he will carry this one in. Touchdown NFC. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he gets it to his KC running mate. That's Tyreek Hill. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. Tyreek Hill. 60 yards as these guys are able to pull a bit closer. That is a dangerous combination right there as we are learning quickly. Mahomes to Hill.
And think about the number of ways that they are dangerous, because Hill can run past anyone, so he can throw it all the way downfield to him. But also on the shorter catches, as we saw here, catch it underneath, catch it in front of someone. He makes a move or uses his speed, and he's still gone. Either way, he can go the distance.
And either way, good luck. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the two.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the two-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And one thing you'd like to see in a Pro Bowl, a competitive contest. We've got that just like the last two seasons, a one-score game as we play here in the fourth.
What I'd love to know, what's the discussion on the sidelines of both teams right now? Because, you know, it's an exhibition-type game, but as you said, as competitive as it is now, these guys are going to want to win. There may be some guys who sub some guys out trying to get back on the field and try to help their team win down the stretch.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. The 40, 20, 10. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll come out in the pistol. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. From the pistol, it's Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that. And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. To the end zone, no flags, it's a touchdown, and now a two-point conversion, and we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the two-point conversion.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. To throw is Mahomes. And he's going to get into the end zone. The two-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. Huge, huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come down and put some points on the board. But job one was taken care of. The two-point conversion to get this thing tied.
And a second spin. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That puts them in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19. They trailed at 1 point by 17. Now they search for the lead on first and goal. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. Except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First throw of overtime for Mahomes. Going deep here for Allen. And got his man complete. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?